Welcome guys, this is the deck that you have to play if you are new to the game because it's an easy deck. Yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but this is a great investment if you want to play locals, if you want to play real, because this deck will never get off of the meta unless there are really some strong deck, but you'll be able to play these decks for at least the next 2 years. So it's like an investment that you can do for 2 years, and you're going to play it and you can improve it with new cards. This is a deck that works and is based on the last expansion, Pokemon expansion, so you can easily play this deck for the next 2 years at least. So do not worry, it's a great investment and it's an easy deck. It can easily do a top 3. If you watch the Japan standard, this deck achieved the top 3 or top 5, for sure the top 10 on 2000 players. So it's really a competitive deck, and it's a great deck because it's a fast deck. It's an early game deck. Your goal with this deck is to strike fast, to deal damage to Pokemon, to clear the opponent bench by killing the opponent main Pokemons and main resources. So it's a great deck to also understand the game, and it's easy to play. You just need one Pokemon. You just need to play around one Pokemon. It's also fun to play because you can strike a lot of damage for this reason. Maybe it's fun, maybe not. But the strategy around this deck is not that mind-blowing. You just need to understand what type of Pokemon you need to kill. So it's really the best deck to understand how resources work around 2 decks. So it's a deck that you don't need to think about how to use, but you need to understand how the game works. So that's the reason why this deck is great. Indeed, for this mirror match, we can understand that our opponent has a Nogrepon, and our active opponent Pokemon is a Raging Bolt. This means that this is his attacker. So with this Pokemon, with this deck, we want to attack only with the Raging Bolt. Maybe we can attack also with the Ogrepon, but for most of the cases, we want to strike with the Raging Bolt. So if you're going to look at the opponent deck, he has Ogrepon. The use of this Ogrepon is to attach energy to this Pokemon from your hand, and then you can draw cards. So this is one of the main resources of this deck. And your goal is to set up how many you can of these Pokemon. So you're going to attach energies to Ogrepon, you're going to roll your hand, you're going to have cards in your hand as you watch from this player. And then so once you have enough energy, so this Pokemon, you can strike with the Raging Bolt. So you're going to strike a lot of damage to the opponent active Pokemon by wasting, by discarding the energies on Ogrepon. So you can easily attach every single turn with your Raging Bolt. Then we have some cards to take energy from our discard pile, and the drop both retrieval, so it's going to suffer if you are going to kill Ogrepon. Okay, so once we think about this game, we want to understand what are the resources of our opponent. In this case, this is his attacker, so if we kill Raging Bolt, we are not going to deal a great damage to our opponent, but if we are going to kill his Ogrepon, well, that's going to be really a problem for our opponent, because he's not going to have a great, a good way to attach energy and to strike with this Raging Bolt unless for a supporter card. So we are going to stop a lot our opponent. So in this case, if I'm able to attach 2 energies to a Raging Bolt, I can easily take in maybe in some ways the opponent Ogrepon, and we're going to take an advantage over him. Okay, so maybe it's a good idea if I take also a Raging Bolt, so I have 2 of them. Maybe I can also set up 3, maybe if you're going to find more energies. So, but I want another one if he's going to strike me in the next turn. So I have a Scolabilic. So let's attach an energy to Ogrepon. Maybe I'm going to find okay, this is a good card. I'm going to drop this Scolabilic, and I can use this ability. This ability can be used only on your first turn, so unless it's your first turn, don't set this Pokemon in the bench, because you are not going to use this ability. So I will advise you to don't use it if you are if your second turn or either worse the third, fourth. Okay, so this is a great card. And now I need energies, but I do not have energies in this moment. So for example, now I want to annoy my opponent, and the thing I can do is use this thing. So I can flip, and I'm lucky. And I want to waste time, so to waste time I can take this Ocre pawn, probably. Oh, he can retreat the boy, so it's much better if I take in this Raging Bolt. So I'm going to slow down a little bit this game, and I'm going to pass. So now this is the main card that we want to have in our hand, because we are going to attach and roll our energy. So what can we do in this case? To use this supporter card, I can drop an energy with Alien Green Ninja. So I'm going to draw 2 cards. That's really great. I want to drop also this card, but I can't drop it. So I'm going to attach this energy to Raging Bolt, or maybe I can also, it's a good idea if I retreat, so it's going to have less chance to kill my boy. I'm going to attach his energy, because we can't use the Radiant Ninja. I'm going to roll this one to draw cards. So we are going to roll a little bit in the end. Now, nice. That's perfect. Now I'm going to use this Earth Vessel. Okay, I'm going to take one, I'm going to take one. And now I'm going to touch an energy. We're going to roll our hand. Okay. Let's draw 1 card. I can also use the Pokegear, but it's not good unless he has a Yono, so try to not use this type of card unless you can use a supporter. So if your opponent uses like a Yono, you can actually use this in the next turn. That's really good. Maybe this one is not a great strike in this moment, so probably I'm going to set another Pokemon. I don't know. Probably I'm just going to get this hit. Yes, let's pass. As I told you, he used the Yono, so he's going to roll our hands. And I miss the fighting energy, but it's not a problem because I have an Earth Vessel where I can use it. This Sandy Shock, you are not going to play this Sandy Shock unless you are going to play against a Psychic deck, because there is a Mimikyu X, a Pokemon that is really annoying, and this is just a counter of Mimikyu X. So we are going to use this Sandy Shock only and against the Mimikyu, because we are going to touch energy and we are going to strike the opponent deck. So now, for example, I did probably a little bit mistake. We're going to attach this Raging Bolt. So I can do this, can do this. I can use an Earth Vessel. Going to take fighting in grass. I won't attach the fighting one because we have the thunder in the discard pile, so we can attach with our Pokemon. Okay, maybe not the best luck. Still we have okay, an energy retrieval is even good, but I need the supporter one. Maybe okay, let's do this ball pad, so we have a more chance to find our supporter. And I found the supporter. Okay, now we have a way to strike our opponent. I'm going to attach one to this one, one to this one. Okay, fine. I can actually kill the opponent Raging Bolt. In the next turn, I'm going to use a Boss Order. So we want to discard 1, 2, 7. I have to discard other 2 energies. So 1, 2. This should be fine. 140. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's strike. And we got the second blood here. Now look, he did a little mistake. He set up a Mew EX. He has the bench full, so you don't need this Mew EX in the bench. This is just a risk because I can kill both Esqualabilic and Mew just with less energies, so I can waste less resources to kill those Pokemons, and if I have only like 3 energy remaining and I can't kill maybe this one because he has more tools attached on those cards, I can just take in this Esqualabilic or Mew X and I'm going to win. Now of course it's going to use a restart, so it's trying to load up his end, but I don't know if he's going to win or not. He can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to waste all energies to kill my Raging Bolt. So this is really good for us because I'm going to teach you now how to kill and how to win when this happens. So now he doesn't know it, but we have a little bit advantage because I can set up the Raging Bolt. I have the boss order in our hand, so in his next turn he can't easily kill our Pokemon. So what I'm going to do now is to use this one. So probably I'm just going to can drop all the energies. Okay, I'm going to use the energy retrieval. Drop those 2 cards. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, both the energies. Maybe I'm going to drop those 2 and find if there is another Raging Bolt. Okay, there is an Agripon, that's not bad too. I have more energies. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to attach this energy here. I'm going to, of course, attach all the grass card to our Pokemons. Okay. Okay, I have also a Professor Sada, not bad for my next turn. I'm going to do this. Okay. Now, I want to use a boss order. Why? If I can kill the Raging Bolt? Because we want to kill the opponent resources. So our goal is to destroy the opponent deck and avoid that he's able to strike back and to strike our Pokemons and avoid that he take the 2 prizes. Maybe he will have anyway chance to kill, maybe with a boss order if you find a way to kill our Esqualabilic, but so this is a problem to have those type of cards in the bench. But now I can do something like here. I'm going to use the boss order. I'm going to take in this Ogrepon, and his next turn he can't attack with the 2 energies, so maybe he can strike only with the 2 energies instead than 3 or 4. So this is a great way for us to increase our chance to win. Indeed, I'm going to do this one. Belling Thunder. We are going to drop 3 energies. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to kill the opponent. So now he has only 1 Ogrepon in the bench, and he can attach a single energy to his Ogrepon. This is a really great thing, and allow us to maybe win the match. Of course, he set up MX because he can retreat this easily. He doesn't have energies. Now to attack our Raging Bolt, he needs don't forget it. He needs Sada Vitality, but if you are going to watch, he has 3 Sada Vitality. He also dropped a boss order, so he's not going to kill our Ogrepon. Now we need an Ogrepon in his bench to attack easily and he'll probably kill our Raging Bolt. So as you can watch, he used the Prime Coacher probably to kill my Esqualabilic. He's going probably to attach an energy to Raging Bolt. He's going to use a Professor Sada. Maybe he's lucky, maybe he's not, and he's going to win because he can actually strike 200 on 2 and 110 damages. But maybe if I would be able to kill also this Ogrepon, he hadn't the chance to win this match. But I was a little bit unlucky because I hadn't the other boss order. But this is how you want to play this deck. You want to kill the opponent resources. You want to avoid that the opponent has the chance to kill our Pokemon. So that's the reason why this deck is really great for new people, because you can understand the inner mechanic of this game instead than just set up your cards, just understand your deck, because you do not need to understand a lot this deck. You need to understand how to play the game. So what are the inner mechanics of this game.